Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. I know you guys remember that one. And if you don't, well, just take it as you just learned a new song today. This is Ernest Wicks, and I just wanted to give you a few pointers on successful mentorship and some instructive ways as to how to go about being a successful mentor to your mentee. Today, I actually want to deal with the authenticity of mentorship, which requires three things: accountability, transparency, and ultimately love. Okay, getting started. Let's talk about accountability. Um, you just have to realize that you're always being watched. Everything you do, everywhere you go, you have to take into consideration that those who look up to you and those who desire to get where you may be, or even ascend where you may be, they are actually looking to you as their mentor for guidance and for the right way to go. So accountability is very, very important. The other thing is, not only do you have to watch everything that you do because you're being watched, but you have to learn how to be responsible in what you do. Sometimes us as mentors, our lives are even more on the radar because of our titles and because we hold such prestige to those who are under us, those who look up to us. So we have to realize that because we're being watched, we have to be very responsible for what we are doing. And also, not only do you have to be responsible, but you have to be dependable. When they need to talk to someone, when they need someone to lean on, to cry on their shoulders, if they need some encouragement, they have to know that they can come to you and that you're going to be very dependable and they can depend on you when they need you the most. Moving on, not only do you have to be accountable, but also you have to have transparency. That's a hard thing for a lot of people to do because a lot of people don't want their business to be out there. But sometimes open it up to those who look up to you that may be going through some of the things that you overcame. They need your transparency so that they can know that they're not the only ones that's dealing with something that they're dealing with. And with your transparency, you have to learn how to put your guard down. You can't always have your guard up because if you closed up, no one can really get any help out of you because they think you're perfect. And a lot of mentees that I've run across, they don't really deal with people of perfection too well. Those who act as if they've never done anything wrong, or people who seem to act as though they just have lived the perfect life their whole lives. A lot of mentees can't get with that because a lot of mentees are not always older, but they're younger. And sometimes perfection intimidates them. So you have to learn how to be transparent with your guard down. And when you put your guard down, you have to learn how to share your testimonies, the things that God has brought you through, the things and the hurdles that you've come over in life. Some of the things, it may be drugs, it may be other habits that don't have anything to do with drugs. It could be social habits. It could be your shyness. It could be not knowing how to talk to people. Some things that God has just brought you over. You have to learn how to put your guard down and share your testimonies of the things that He's brought you through because when you share those testimonies, those mentees, they'll begin to open up and share some things that's bothering them, such as being bullied in school or other things that may be bothering them because they've heard it come from you and they know that you can help them. And when you share your testimonies, real will recognize real. That's a term that we use. Some young people use that. Real recognizes real because if you're fake with anything that you're doing, people can really pretty much sniff out your fakeness if you're not being authentic with them. So we want to make sure that we're being real and we don't have our guard up and we're able to share our testimonies, and that all enables us to be transparent. And not only do we have to be accountable, not only do we have to be transparent, but lastly, we have to show love, and your love must be unconditional. It can't be conditional to the way that they're acting. It can't be conditional to your preference. It has to be unconditional love. Some things that your mentees do, they may not always appease you. It may not always please you, but your love for them will help you to guide them to the point that you will want them to be. And when your love is unconditional, it'll make you an effective mentor. You have to be able to love them to be effective to them, because a lot of mentees, they need love. Some of them don't have both parents in the house. Some of them don't live in the house with their parents at all. Some of them live in a perfect house, but it's still things going on. So they need you to authentically love them, to show them that you really care about them and their situations. And in conclusion, I've just tried to give you a few instructive tips on how to be an effective mentor to your mentees, those who desire to be mentors. And we talked about being accountable. We talked about transparency, and we talked about unconditional love. And as mentors, if we want to be effective, we have to love our mentees the way Jesus loves us. God bless you.